Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of the Summoners War update series. This is not a happy one. As you can tell by the title of this video and what you see on screen, I have been banned from Summoners War for reasons that they have not yet specified to me. They're accusing me of unauthorized programs, which is pretty ridiculous because I've played this game legitimately since day one. You know, I work my ass off in the game every day. And this is how the game repays me. I didn't mean to make this video on Friday, but I got caught up on Friday, and then 2 days ago when I logged in I saw this message, or maybe 1 day ago. Today is what? Today is Wednesday. Yes, I logged in on Monday when I planned on making this video, and I saw this restriction. And I'm like, wow, okay, thanks ComToUs. So I wrote them a pretty lengthy message saying, hello, this is the owner of the account Westoreos, here's the name of my account, here's what, it says I'm banned of, what's going on here. And they replied to me and they said, oh, it appears that your account has been banned for using unauthorized programs. Any more questions, consult the terms and service. Wow, thank you for the detailed answer and explanation for your reasons for banning my account. Because I've never used any unauthorized program, any cheats for Summoners War, so I don't understand. Nevertheless, we are going to still go over some of the changes that have gone in my account. We're going to go on as if this didn't happen, It did happen, and it is happening, and I'm still dealing with the people. I'm still in contact. I did write another email or a message to them today through their ridiculous Hive system. But I'm going to go on and I'm going to switch over here to my girlfriend's account, and we are going to, we're going to go through and we're going to check on all my stuff. So I will rejoin you shortly. Alright, so we're here on my account checking from someone else's account. Man, it's been 2 days since I've logged in. I feel so bad. There's just energy sitting there stockpiling. It's really getting to me. So last episode we showed off the fact that we opened 3 Nat 5s. I 6-starred Teor. Here are his stats. We're going to go over his runes in a second. I've 6-starred Chamomir. Let's see what else. I did awaken Ritesh. I put some runes on him. He's on HP, crit damage, HP. His crit rate and crit damage are decent. His HP is way too low for me to like where he's at right now. His speed is way too low. Honestly, more than anything, it was filler just to see how he would work. I know some people are going to be like, what filler? 6-star runes? Yeah, I don't really like it. I feel like he's got pretty high rune requirements. In my opinion, of course. He also is on a Violent Revenge set, so his rune requirements are going to be a lot higher to run that set than perhaps something like a triple energy or double energy blade or something of that sort. I kind of like where he's at. I want more accuracy, of course. There's a lot of things that he wants. HP, accuracy, crit rate, crit damage, speed. So he's kind of a demanding unit. As are a lot of Nat 5s. One Monkey King I haven't even touched yet. He's really amazing. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I've been working on my Teor and my Ritesh, and working on speeding up my Giants team, which is why I made Amir a 6-star. I am going to be farming more Violent Runes because I do want him on like a either speed crit damage attack or attack crit damage attack with plus 60 speed and subs on a violent set. Like a Violent Blade, probably. Let's see what else. Bella is on a Violent Shield set, very slow, and a lot less tanky. That's the one problem, was Bella's a lot less tanky now. But I mean, I guess that's fine. He's got a lot more defense, but he has less HP. He does have enough accuracy. He has this nice shield set, which helps out a bunch in Giants and Dragons. The shield runes are pretty decent. Mostly just high accuracy, high tank shield runes. Violent runes are a little bit subpar. Here, we'll go back to this Teor. He is on Swift Blade. He's on an attack crit damage attack build. I had him on speed crit damage attack, and I did a lot of arena and Guild War offense testing with him. He's really awesome. On speed crit damage attack, I had him, I want to say 215, 220 speed with, the problem was his attack was only around 16, 1700, because I don't have a lot of high attack subs on Swift runes. But his crit damage was around 155, his crit rate was around 85%, so it was pretty well optimized for offense against fire units, which is pretty much the only place I felt safe enough using him since his attack wasn't high enough. Um, for the most part, I use Sigmaris more than anything because, as you can tell, his runes are like far superior to anyone else's God tier Violent Blade set. He just outclasses all my other monsters in terms of nukers. I would say they're like late to end game runes on him. They're pretty decent. But anyways, Teor, he just wasn't doing enough damage with his first and third skill. He is max skilled, by the way, on his second skill, not his third or first. I still need to put one more Devilmon into him, which I would have gotten on Monday had I been able to get into my account. Changes with him, I want a little bit more accuracy, I want a little bit more crit rate. I do want to get the 100% crit rate because that second skill does give you speed boost if you get crit rate, if you get a crit with it. And you crit most of the time, but the times where you don't crit, it kind of sucks because you're really expecting that speed buff. So it increases his consistency in places like Giants, of course Arena if you're going against water, or perhaps even wind nukers, because Teor outputs ridiculous amounts of damage. With attack buff and defense break, I'll sometimes hit 50 to 60,000 on certain units. It depends how tanky, of course, they are. I suspect, so we're going to go back to, some of the reasons why I think my account might have gotten banned. I did make a huge arena jump. I did do Rush Hour, and on Rush Hour I went from, I want to say, Fighter 2 up to Conqueror 1, which is not a huge jump if you think about it. That's, what, 2 ranks, right? But I guess they didn't like the fact that I got to Conqueror 1 in one Rush Hour, and I don't know. I did use like 6 or 7 wing refills. It was nothing cheap, and I did definitely lose crystals. I wanted to do it to say I did it because I almost never arena rush. And clearly that was a mistake because I suspect that's the reason I was banned. I couldn't think of any other reason. My teams for Giants and Dragons aren't particularly fast. Dragons is sitting around, 145, 2 minutes. Giants is sitting around 130 to 145. So it's not like it's crazy fast. They're definitely not consistent at that speed. My consistent teams are around 2 minutes to 2 minutes and 30 seconds, to be at like 100%. So I have no idea. I did get the reward for that, though. I got my light Battle Mammoth. He's in storage now. He's a duplicate. Farming-wise, rune improvements, I don't think too much has changed. I did re-rune Julie. I was playing around in the Fire Rift dungeon because, I know, homunculus isn't something I'm super, super worried about, but I really love going into the Rift dungeon sometimes because when you're getting really bored or annoyed with Summoner's War, it's really cool to go in there and see something interesting, something besides seeing the same giant or the same dragon for 4 or 5 hours straight worth of grinding, depending how long your grind sessions are, of course. So I don't know, I hopped in there, so I re-runed Julie. I've gotten up to an A+ rank now, I believe, sitting around 2.4, 2.5 million damage. I believe that's where I got to. I could be wrong. Let's see, improvements that I want to make. If I were on my account right now, I kind of want to go back to Giants. I love my Megan so much, and I just want to give her the best runes ever. So let's see what runes we could replace. A lot of these Swift runes are decent. So the only Swift rune, in my opinion, that I think is up to par with where I want to be is this one right here. Anything under 16 speed, I don't even want to settle for. Ideally, I'd have my Megan up to, let's say, 270 or 280 speed. I do want to be able to outspeed more people. Part of the reason I was able to get as high in arena as I was able to was because of my Fire Valk. Her leader skill is irreplaceable, and if there's not a Samath on the defense, then I feel very confident. Either a Samath or another Fire Valk. On defense, I feel very confident with running in there and being able to outspeed. So what I would do is I would do Fire Valk lead, and it kind of sucks. I should probably build her with some damage or some tank or something, so that she's not just a wasted spot. But that'll come later when I have more runes to spare. But I ran her with Megan, Luer, and sometimes I would bring Teor, sometimes I would bring Sigmaris, depending on the speed of the enemy team and what I wanted to do. If I saw it was a Chloe team, I would bring Teor because he speed tunes a lot better with my team than Sigmaris does. That extra 50 speed makes a huge difference. And Tayor's single target nuke can one-shot a Chloe even if she's on will and doesn't get defense broken usually with his second skill if he's got the attack buff. Occasionally I wouldn't bring the Fire Valk if I thought I was close enough to the speed. Maybe it was, you know, when I was around Fighter 2 and 3, if I saw Chloe's, I would bring a Bernard instead of the Fire Valk, and I would use a Megan lead. So I'd have that extra attack from the Megan lead, and I'd use the Bernard's speed buff, and his second skill would, you know, just do enough. It'd be like 29, 30k to one-shot those Chloes. There are a lot of weak Chloes. I was kind of surprised, because most people put just ridiculous amounts of speed. They want their Chloe around 240, 250 speed. Other changes, or other things that I've done, I did level up the mysterious plant. No, I didn't level up the mysterious plant. What am I talking about? I leveled up the speed totem. Jeez. So I'm now getting 1% extra bonus. I believe it's 6% bonus speed. I do want to get that maxed out. They put me back in the Guild Wars. It sucks because I just talked to my guild leader and I was like, oh, I'm ready for Guild Wars. I started winning my Guild Wars. I was feeling really good. They just put me back in Guild Wars, and I bet they took me out already. I've been getting some guild points. I did buy another 10 pieces of Ifrit shards. I'm going to go back to farming for the Ifrit. I do want to get my Theomars, and I would like Tessarian. Tessarian's really cool for, TOA and stuff like that. He's a really fun unit for me. Theo is really awesome, don't get me wrong. Really OP unit, really strong, really versatile. The problem is he's just overplayed to me, and he's just lost all everything about him that made him unique. So he's really awesome if I get him, but he's not going to be as fun to mess around with as Tessarian, in my opinion. I don't think there's too much else. Anybody else get rune changes? I'd like to get fast despair runes. Thing is, most of the runes that I want to upgrade on people are in giants, but for most people I want to use in Guild Wars, most people I want to use in Arena, and most of the units that I really want to screw around with, they want violent runes. Like, I want violent runes for Ritesh. I kind of want violent runes for Monkey, even though he doesn't. I mean, he kind of wants them a lot. He doesn't really need them. But then I want despair runes for people like Thrain, and always need despair runes for Manchura, and better despair runes for Basalt, and I mean, I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff that I need to get. I also want to build this dude on Swift, because the Dark Bounty Hunter Jamie is just insane. He has crazy nuking potential, and I've got Lynn, the light Amazon, in my storage. I got a lot of units I want to build, and don't worry, I've got my stuff together. I know where my priorities are at. Of course, I want to get some of my units up to par, or at least halfway up to par with Sigmaris, because it seems like all my other units are basically incompetent compared to him. Because, if you just look at the substats on this rune, 20% attack, the crit rate, crit damage, even the accuracy is really good on Sigmaris with his third skill. None of my other units really are anywhere near that, My Megan, I guess, is close enough because she's got ridiculous speed. But other than that, I want more speed on my Bernard, of course. I want a Bernard that's like 270, 280 speed. These are benchmarks that I really need to meet, being a mid, transitioning into late game pretty soon here player. I did clear TOA hard again. I don't think I got anything notable from the scroll, or the light and dark scroll. I don't know if I did. I don't think I did that. I don't think I cleared the new TOA as of last video. So there was nothing really notable. I did get a wind Kung Fu girl. I fed it to my water Kung Fu girl, I believe. Yeah, I did. She has 2 skill ups now. She's going to be used in raid. And I'm not really going to work on a raid team yet. I just want to keep all the units in mind, of course. I've got a Xiaolin, I've got a Hua, a lot of the staples. Let's see, I've got the, everybody has the dark, the dark Death Knight if they chose that secret dungeon for the one of the anniversary events. I did choose the dark one, so that'd be in my raid team. I have a Colleen build. She's crap. I'm not going to lie. Speed, defense, violent energy. She's not really that great. Her defense needs to be way higher. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really worried about raid, but I am keeping it in mind, and I am trying to build the units just in case. I'd love to use Sekhmet eventually in Guild Wars. Again, they're runes that I require. I've got all the units that I could want right now. Really happy on units. I have a bunch of summoning stones. I think I've got I say a bunch. For me, it's a bunch because I don't really buy packs. So I think it's like 20 or 25 summons for Lucian for next week, so I hope my account is unbanned by then, because I would love to summon for Lucian. Later today, I'm coming out with a video for my other series, which is the account improvement series, where I basically take a person's account for a week and I do all the improvements I can. And I'm just going to show, I'm going to show off the results of, 3 weeks of working on my girlfriend's account, which is the account I'm on right now, to show this. I didn't want to spoil it, which is why I went right to viewing my island to show you guys all the update stuff. But I'm really excited for that series, and I'm going to be working on that series while I wait for Com2us to get their stuff together. I think that's it. I think there's nothing else really. There's no one else I've been looking at and wanting to build. I have a bunch of units. The Barb Kings are really cool. I've seen actually a lot of Guild Wars and a lot of speed teams with Barb Kings lately, so they're really cool to look at. That's about it. I'm going to start keeping legendary 5-star runes I get that are flat or whatever, because I want to improve my world boss score, because my first team gets an A- rank usually, and the rest of my teams get 700,000 damage or under, and it's just not enough anymore. So all the units that aren't in my main rotation of units, let's see, let me get some examples. Huahi, for now, Amir, Xiaolin, Tyron, Tark, Lukasha, all these units who are just kind of sitting here doing nothing, all the 5-star awakened units. I want to get everybody awakened, and I'm going to put them all on these legendary flat rune sets and see what we can do in World Boss. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the update video. I hope you guys are rooting for me in this war against Com2us's corrupt system of stealing your money and then banning your account for illegitimate reasons. No, but I'll see you guys in the next video. If you got any questions, always feel free to let me know below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.